respiration is something that's linked to self-regulation. It can be something that's taking energy out of your bucket, or it can be something that helps to put it back in as well.
And a good example of being able to experience that is with a straw. And if you breathe in the straw really quickly, then you actually start to already feel kind of quite high in terms of that anxious kind of fast pace, versus if you're getting a straw and you're going really slow, really focusing on your exhale, then you can feel the difference that respiration actually has on the way that you feel within your body. A lot of the kids we work with are in that fight, flight, fright, sympathetic response, or due to their postures are often having a lot of difficulties with respiration.
Yeah, so before when Kate was breathing really quickly into the straw, you could see her body was up and ready for action, so going into that sympathetic nervous system response. So your fight, flight, fright, so she was looking like she was ready to fight, or she was ready to attack, but whatever was happening. So you want your body to be feeling good and relaxed during the day, and not be in that fight, flight, fright constantly as well. And then that when you're breathing in really quickly, you tend to use your upper chest. And I think with our posture in general, we all tend to breathe into our upper chest more than all the way through as a general rule. So then that's getting that breath nice and deep, so the long deep breaths. You can see how she just relaxed, and that activates your diaphragm, and those deep breaths automatically then trigger your parasympathetic, so your calming part of your nervous system to come into effect.
Yeah. So Emily was talking about the positioning being really important. So you can see that when you do breathe shallow and quickly, it changes your positioning. So thinking about opening up that positioning and looking at from anatomically, how is a person standing? So what's their posture like? Are their shoulders quite raised? Do they need some soft tissue work, or some even seeing some chiro or physio to sort of help relax that posture? To see if they're in alignment, then that will help open up that diaphragm as well. The use of that diaphragm.
So if you think if you try different positions while you're sitting and watching, if you come over really close, you can already feel that your breath is a lot shorter and it's a lot harder to get those deep breaths. Whereas when you're up and back, it's a bit easier to get that flow the whole way through.
Yeah, definitely. And focusing on the exhale is really helpful to help activate that diaphragm as well. Because taking an inward breath is reflexive, so we do that naturally. So thinking of the exhale and the straw, I think, helps to exaggerate that, as when you're blowing all the way out. And then you get that reflexive inhale, then you're automatically taking a bigger breath if you've exhaled out further. So some games and things that we might use to help sort of extend that exhale, or to get that diaphragm moving and getting some bigger input of breaths. We might incorporate things like whistles, getting that sound to make the noise. So, wrong way. Because it's quite motivating for kids to want to actually. That wasn't fun. So focusing on it, so using the whistle. So it's quite motivating for kids to want to take that big exhale to really get that sound and trying to follow it all the way through. There's all sorts, like kazoos, there's all sorts of whistles that you can use, but ones that focus on the exhale are the best ones.
So these ones that Kate had, you can suck in and it will make a different noise to when you blow out as well. I think you have to get the right way around, compared to when you blow out. So depending on what you're wanting to work on with that respiration, those ones can help. And they're not as brutal a sound as a standard whistle.
Party blowers are another good one, because it makes the sort of the streamer part come out. So making you blow out. Blowing bubbles is also another one. Games with straws. I think we've got another video of all the different games you can use with straws and things like that as well. We also put in maybe animal calls, or like if we're doing things with a crash mat, like getting to do so Tarzan call helps to use that lower, and different sounds can actually activate part of that different respiration.
Yeah, singing, chanting, humming, or anything that helps to get the air out.
Yeah, especially ones like singing and humming, because that also brings in that rhythm as well, so you're getting a bit more of that rhythm and sound integration happening with it too.
Yeah. And then once you've worked on extending that exhale and positioning is all in line, the next part is then activating your diaphragm, so really getting those breaths nice and deep. So then that goes back into extending that exhale. So things like banging on your chest while you're breathing out, or humming out like that can help to draw some extra breath out of your lungs to help get back down to that diaphragm.
And these games, like, you can do a lot of these respiration games that are a lot of fun as well. So instead of saying to a child, "Oh, take 5 deep breaths," sometimes they can get a bit arced up about that because they don't like being told to do something to help them calm.
Yeah.
So it might be that doing some of these games actually regularly throughout the day is encouraging them to take a bigger breath and to bring in that respiration so that they don't get to that escalation point of needing to take breaths cognitively.
So there's lots of different things within respiration that you can work on, and it's something that is often overlooked, I think, because it's just something we all just do.
And something quite simple to put in place as well. Like, it adds power to your activity. If you're doing bash, crash, and smash, you're doing other movement-based games, and you just give them a whistle. Like, it's just adding that extra power and adding that extra component to help them take in a bigger